objective questions related to ABM, BFM and retail. So follow this series completely. Firstly, I would suggest download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Also join Officers Adda YouTube channel. On Adda 24/7 app, you'll be getting the study material, notes, question bank, tests, live classes, everything related to CAIIB. Remember, December 2022 is your last exam with the current portion. Okay, next year it will be a new portion. So join this app as fast as possible. Also, this batch which is running, join this batch ASAP because again the same last exam December 22, next year new portion. So here we'll be covering all the numericals, objective questions, theories which are asked in the exam. Everything is covered. Okay. Let's start with the series. Objective function of an LPP is. So objective function of an LPP. LPP is linear programming. Okay. Linear programming problem is called as LPP. So objective function of an LPP is. So firstly understand. In an LPP there are only two parts. Always remember this. There are two parts. One is constraints. Okay, I'll write it over here, constraints, and second is objective function. Okay, objective function means what do you mean by this? Objective function, constraint, what do you mean by this? Okay, see this. Constraint means what all the problems are there, limitations are there. Objective function means what is your target. Okay, means for example in your practical life, I'll explain you through simple example. In your practical life, we generally all of you are bankers. You earn salaries, so your salaries are limited. And if the expenses, objective function means what you have to do. Imagine somebody of you wants to get a new house, okay, buy a new flat, buy a new car. So that is the objective function. Constraint means how much money you get. That's constraint. So based on these constraints, we have to find out the path so that we can go towards the objective functions, isn't it? Same thing in LPP also. So constraints and objective functions. So objective functions of an LPP is a constant, a function to be optimized, an inequality, a quadratic equation. So which of these is the correct answer? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds for typing A, B, C and D. What do you think is the correct answer? Constant, function to be optimized, inequality or a quadratic equation. Okay, we call it linear function, right? Linear programming. So quadratic is over. Quadratic means what? X square, y square means raised to the power 2. So is it a part of linear? No. So this is out. Okay, now A, B and C, which one do you think is the correct answer? Is it always a constant LPP? No. Means is your function goal always a constant? No, it changes continuously, isn't it? So A is also out. So now what? B or C? Okay. Now remember, a function to be optimized or inequality. Okay. I'll first explain what is objective function. Two types of objective functions. Remember, there are two types of objective functions. One generally in business. Okay. We are talking of business over here. So one is profit and second is cost. Okay. Second is cost. So what do you mean by this word optimized? Here, correct answer is B. Okay. Optimized. So what do you mean by optimize? If it's a profit, then we'll have to maximize it, right? Isn't it? Maximize means always any company will what will try to do? It will try to maximize the profit, and cost it will try to minimize, isn't it? Minimize. So optimize means either maximize or minimize, okay, with the constraints available. Okay. Next, the optimal function of an objective function is attained at a point. So optimal function means again this objective function is of an objective function is attained at a point given the intersection of the lines representing inequations with the axis only. With the axis only. Given the intersection of the lines representing inequations with x-axis only. Now this is more particular. Given the corner points of the feasible region and at the origin. Okay. So firstly, what do you mean by this optimal value? And what do you mean by this objective function? Here, objective function I have explained. Optimal value means what's here? It's like this. Suppose if this is my linear function LPP. Okay, what is LPP? Generally these are the constraints. Okay, and this is called as the feasible area. This is a feasible area. So where will I obtain the optimal value? Where can I obtain? See here, I can obtain them at these points 1, 2, 3 and 4. all these 4 points, I'll have to check my objective function, move my objective functions. Here I've covered a separate video on this, how to move this objective function. Go on that video, okay? So we'll have to move this objective function and then check whether it is where do we get the optimal value. So what is the correct answer then? Given that x is over, so a and b are out, okay? A and B are out. So at the origin is again only 1 point. So that is also out. So correct answer is C. At the corner points of the feasible area. Corner points include this origin also. Okay. So it includes all the points 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the corner points of the feasible region. Okay. Which of the following statements is correct? Every LPP has at least one optimal solution. Now has at least one optimal solution. Is this correct? Here I have taken 6 cases, okay, in one of my lectures. Follow that lecture on this officers Adda 24/7 only. Okay, we have covered a case, 6 cases of this LPP. There is one case of LPP. I'll show you over here also. Suppose if this is my LPP and these are my 2 lines, okay, this constraints, and these are my feasible areas. This is one and this is other feasible area. Now is there any common area over here? So every LPP has at least one optimal solution. Is it true? No. There can be an LPP which has no solution at all, right? So A is out. Every LPP has a unique solution. Unique means what? Oh, one solution should be there. But what is this case? There is no solution. So B is also out. If an LPP has 2 optimal solutions, then it has infinitely many solutions. Now this is what? If it has 2 optimal solutions, it means it has infinite solutions. So is it right? No. That is also wrong. So the correct answer is D. If a feasible region is unbounded, the LPP has no solution. See this part. This is what I was talking of. Feasible region is unbounded. See, this is the feasible region on the other side, okay? And this is basically, this is infeasible region. This is one example of this. But I'll show you one example of feasible region unbounded. See, this similar one and this is over other, okay? This is another feasible straight line. And let's say this is a feasible region, okay? But then also has no solution. Is it that it won't have any solution? Yes, it won't have. It will go infinitely. Where is the solution to this? There's no solution. So D is the answer. Okay. A feasible solution to an LPP must satisfy all the problem's constraints simultaneously. Need not satisfy all the constraints, only some of them. Must be at the corner point of the feasible region. Must optimize the value of the objective function. So which is the correct one? First let me see how many of you can try this. Okay, may satisfy all the problem constraints simultaneously. So feasible region, what is the feasible? See here, there are 2 solutions over here. Always remember, one is optimal and second is feasible. Feasible means what? Which covers all the points. Optimal means what? It is available at only one point. So what is the correct answer? Must satisfy all problem constraints simultaneously. Need not satisfy all the constraints. It need not satisfy means what? See this first example, we saw it over here. No, I'll show it again over here. Okay, so draw it same. See, this is one, this is axis, right? This is one and this is second. Okay, now this is my feasible region. Okay, and these are my constraint lines. Okay, so what do you mean by this? This is 1 point, second point, third point and fourth point, right? These are the 4 points of the feasible region. So it must satisfy all the problem constraints simultaneously. All the constraints should be there. See here, all the constraints are there. These are the lines of the constraints. So all are satisfied over here. Yes. Need not satisfy all the constraints. Then it's not a feasible region. See here, if it is not satisfying all the constraints, then it is not a feasible region. Okay. So B is out. Must be at the corner of the feasible region. Yeah, this is true, but this is not always true. It should not. It may not be at the corner of every feasible region. See here, there is one of the case study in which I have taken among the 6 cases where it's not at a corner, but it's at this one line. If this z function, let's say I'll draw this z function, objective function. Okay, if this z function is parallel to one of these lines, okay, then the solution is not at the corner. The solution is somewhere in the middle. So this is also out, right? And D is what? must optimize the value of the objective function. So it must optimize. Optimize means what? Here, the value of the objective function. So does it mean that I have to optimize the value of this objective function, or now only A and D must satisfy all the problem constraints simultaneously? Is this true? Yes, this is true. Must optimize the value of the objective functions. Is this true? Means what? This feasible region, these 4 points, see this 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we'll be solving 2-3 problems over here in the same lecture now. There you will see that optimization and feasible are two different parts. So feasible solution need not optimize all the values. It will cover all the points, but optimum value will be only at one point generally. Okay. Okay, so that's why D is also out. So correct answer is A, must satisfy all the problem constraints simultaneously. All the problem constraints should be satisfied, then only it's called as a feasible region. Okay. For a LPP problem, minimize. See here, now we'll be solving all the problems. Okay. Z equals to 2x plus 3y. The coordinates of the corner points of the bounded feasible region are A 34, B 23, C 2010, D 1812 and E 1212. The minimum value of Z is at what? So how do we do this? See here, for doing this we'll have to follow one. Firstly, you try it yourself. I'll give you 10 seconds because this is a difficult one. I'll give you 10 seconds for this. Try it yourself. Yeah, everyone please try. Yes. So what are you doing? Let me see how many of you are trying. What are you doing? Let me see that first. Okay. So what is the solution to this? What are we doing actually? Okay. Which one? Try it yourself. Let's see. Let me check. Okay. Let me check. First try it yourself. Then only I'll give the answer from my side. Okay. So what is the answer? Okay. See this. Now check the answer which I have given. See this. Okay. How to do this? See this. Z equals to 2x plus 3y. This is my objective function. What did I tell you about this LPP? One is objective, second are the constraints. So these are the points which I found out of this feasible region. Now what have I to do with this z function? Remember this objective. I have to move this z function. Here I told you in second or third question that we have to move this z function on all these points. Let's consider these points at A, B, C, D. All these given 3, 3, 23, 20, 10 and 18, 12 and 12, 12. Okay, these points we have maintained. Now put the value of x and y of each one into this z function. So z equals to what? In first case 2 into 3 plus 3 into 3, right? 15. In second 2 into 20 plus 3 into 3, right? So 49. Similarly the others. Now what is the question asked? The minimum value of z is minimum value. Where is the minimum value? This is 15. So the correct answer is B. This is how you have to solve this z function. Always remember. Okay. Now next question, similar one. For the LPP, maximize z equals to 2x plus 3y. The coordinates of the corner points of the bounded feasible region are A33, B23, C2010, A1812 and E1212. The maximum value of z is here. This question and the earlier question is the same one, right? See this, same one. So we have to find the maximum value of z. Where is this maximum value of z? 15, 49, 70, 72 and 60. So D is the answer, right? So where is the D means this 72 is the answer. Okay. So where is 72? A. This is the way we have to always solve the LPP. Remember, either they will ask you to maximize or minimize. Okay. Next, corner points of a bounded feasible region of a LPP are this. Here 5 points are given: 0, 4, 6, 0, 12, 0, 12, 6 and 0, 10. Okay, these are the 5 points given and these are the corners of this feasible region. Corner means what? Here it's like this. There are 5 points. So let's say this is the feasible region. Okay, so it won't be the correct way of showing because this is 0, 0. One of this will be 0, 0. So it will be like this somewhere. Okay. Let me see. See here, I am trying it simply. Means 1, 2, 3, 4 and there should be on 5th point also. Let's make this as 5th one. Okay, like this and like this. Okay, let's make this. So this is the fifth point. So these are the corner points. Let's assume, I'm not saying this is the correct one. Let's assume, because here 0, 0 can't be there, because is there any point called as 0, 0 over here? So definitely it's not there. So this is these are the corner points. It can be anything. Okay, I'm just showing you the example, and this is the feasible region, this part. Okay. So these are the corner points, and what it is given, z equals to 8x plus 12y is the objective function. Match the following. The minimum value of z occurs at, now this you have to check. Put the values of each one, 8x plus 12y, this same one as the earlier one. Try it yourself. Let us see how many of you do try immediately. Try it yourself. Try it yourself immediately, fast. Fast. Fast, 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 fast. Yes. Everyone. Fast, please. Yes, yes, yes. Get it fast. Here. Try it, try it. It's very easy. Nothing difficult in this. Okay? Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see this. So, how to solve this? What is this? What is the answer for this? See this. Let me see if we have done it the same way over here. Yeah. Let me check this. Yeah. So, has everyone got this answer? Everyone? Yeah, please. Has everyone got this answer? Okay. Let's show. One sec. Let me rub this part. Whatever was not required over here. Okay, fast, fast, fast. Try it yourself. Just it's the same case as the earlier one. Okay, just try it, and the value which we get is, see this. This is the z function. Okay, put the value of z in each one. So what we get? See this z, x, y. These are the points 0, 4, 6, 0, 12, 0, 12, 16, 0, 10. And minimum value of z occurs at, put the value, and where is the minimum value of z? 48, 48, 20, 98, 288 and 120. So it occurs at what? 2 points, 0, 4, 6, 0. So 0, 4 and 6, 0. What is the answer? 0, 4 and 6, 0. The minimum value of z occurs at, and firstly you try it yourself. Are you getting it? So 8 into 0 plus 12 into 4, 48. 8, 6 is 48 plus 12 into 0 is 0. Okay, so 0, 4 and 6, 0. So these are the two values occurs at 0, 4 and 6, 0. Let's see if any of the options are given, or we'll make this option as a correct one. Okay, so 0, 4 and let's make it 6, 0. 6, 0 and let's make this 0, 4 or let me make this. Okay, okay. So it is occurs at 0, 4 and two options are there, 0, 4 and 6, 0. Okay, one sec. 0, 4 and 6, 0. These are the two values at which the minimum value of z occurs. Okay, so these two values. Okay, now see here, what is the option, correct option over here? Either 0, 4 or 6, 0. Anything is possible. But what we have to do now? We have to check all the 4 correct answers should be there. See here, it can be either 0, 4 or 6, 0. Anything is possible. Now let's check the second answer. Maximum value of z occurs at, so where is the maximum value of z? This is 288, right? So maximum value of z occurs at 12, 6, 16. So is this a correct one? 0, 4, 12, 16. 0, 4, 12, 16. Now B and C are correct ones. Let's see whether B and C are correct ones. Which of them amongst B and C is the correct one? Let's see. Okay, so either B or C. Because why either B or C? Because other problems A and D don't have this second option as 12 and 16. Whereas we are getting the maximum value of Z at 12 and 16 only. So that's why A and D are out, B and C are in. Now let's check the third one. Okay, third one is maximum value of Z is. So what is the maximum value of Z? 288. So that is also correct. Fourth, minimum value of Z is. So that is what? 48. So 48 and 96. See, this is the deciding factor. So the correct answer is B. In exam, whenever you get such problem, don't, here logic is very simple. it's always the whatever you find it same, check on the deciding factor. So remaining among these two, only 48 and 96 is the deciding factor. So instead of wasting your time on these four questions, try it only the fourth one. Okay, because that is the only deciding factor. So the correct answer is B. Remember, even though we had the answer 60 also and 04 also, but the remaining questions, based on that, we got the answer as B. Okay, got this point everyone? Okay, next one. The corner points of a feasible region determined by a system of linear constraints are given as 0, 10, 5, 5, 15, 15, 0, 20. Z equals to Px plus Qy, where Pq is greater than 0. Condition on P and Q so that the maximum value of Z occurs at 15, 15 and 0, 20 is, means what? See here, the values, the constant for the feasible region is given, and we have been given this Z function. So what have we to do? We have to find where the maximum value of Z occurs. See here, where means what? We have to find a condition among this P and Q so that we get the maximum value of Z at this point, either 15, 15 or we get it at 0, 20. So this point. Okay. So how to do that? Before doing that, what we have to do is, firstly, check P equals to Q, first option. So forget this P and Q. Okay. Always write this as 1 and 1. Okay. So it is what? 1 and 1. So 15, put this value of Z. So 1 into X, 1 into X here. Let's check the option A. Okay. So 1 into X plus 1 into Y, P equals to Q we are writing. Both we are taking it as 1 only. So 1 into X plus 1 into Y. But what is that? X is what? 15, 15. So 15 plus 15, right? 1 into 15 plus 1 into 15. So it is 30. Okay. But we must get both. So 1 into what? Second option. 1 into 0 plus 20 into what? 20 into what? 20 into 1. So 1 into 0 plus 20 into 1. So even that answer is 20. So we are not getting the maximum value at, we must get this maximum value, both the values should be same. That's what the question is. Okay, both the values should be same. Let's see, A is done. B, 1 into what is this? Yeah, P equals to 2 condition. So 2Q. So try this again. P, put 2 in place of P and 1 in place of Q. So 2 into X. So 2 into 15, right, plus Q is 1 only, 1 into 15. Okay, so what is the answer? 15 to the 30 plus 3, 15, 45. Okay, similarly this second, 2 into 0 plus 1 into what is this? 20, right? 1 into 20. So what is the answer? 20. Are you getting the same value? No. So that is also out. C, Q equals to 2P. Now see this, Q equals to 2P. So 1 into 15 plus 2 into what is that? 15 only, right? So 15 to the 30 plus 3, 45, 15, 45. Okay, this is done. What is the second one? 1 into 0 plus 2 into what? 20. So is this the right answer? 20 to the 40, but you are getting 40, 45. Not the correct one. 45 and 40. D1. Q equals to 3P. So 1 into 15 plus, now Q is 3. 3 into 15. So the answer is 15 3 the 45 plus 15. That is 60. Right? Next one. 1 into 0 plus 3 into 20. So the answer is 60. Now you are getting the correct answer, isn't it? 60, 60. So maximum value of Z occurs at point 15, 15 or 0, 20 is the condition when Q equals to 3P. So that is the required answer. Okay. So that was the MCQ series for today. Always I would suggest, see here, many of the students are complaining how to use this batch, we don't know. See here, this whatever the flat 80% discount is going on, how to utilize it. So I'll show you that. See here, go live on Adda 24/7. Okay, let me show you live over here. Okay, go live on Adda 24/7. One sec. Let's come to Adda 24/7. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. See this. Now we are on Adda 24/7. Go to Adda 24/7. On this, the first page which you get, click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Here you will see two options. One is Mahapack and second is English batch. Click on any one. See here, Mahapack is the OTT subscription, like OTT subscription. Here you will get all the batches which are coming up. This batch plus bilingual batch plus other batches which will come up. All the batches are available to you in the same pack, and also this discount option is available to this Mahapack only. Okay. And about this English batch, click on this batch. Once you click on this batch, you will see the batches. See this. Click on the first batch. Clicked over here. Now look at it. Look at this. Here you will get the details of this batch. What are the details? See this. 120 plus hours of interactive ABM, BFM and retail. Then regular intensive practice, recorded videos available. You will get all the details over here. Read this, okay, and then click on this 17,999. Click on view offers. Once you click on view offer, now see the difference. See this 5432. Apply this, and what you get? See now the fees 80% off. This 17,999 reduced to 3,599. Means the fees has reduced so drastically. Now this 3,599, once you clear CAIIB, you will get it back in how many months? Even if you get a minimum increment of 1,000, you will get it back in what? 4 months, right? So go for it. It's an investment for lifetime. Okay, I'll stop over here. Tomorrow I'll be back with another MCQ series. Okay.